Not having a physical space has created this want for something tangible, this need to be able to connect in real life and have something that feels real. Working behind a computer screen has also just reinforced that I miss the ability to connect with people in real life and not having my own space to do that. So I've had the idea for a retreat for years. I've also been a participant on many retreats over many years as a student of yoga, a person that enjoys independent travel. As a mom, I love to be able to get away by myself for a couple of days. So both as a student, a participant, and as a teacher myself, I've been thinking about how I could create my own experience and what that could look like. Stowe is a location that is very near and dear to me. I've traveled there over the last 20 years since I was in college. Over this last summer, I felt a calling to think about what a retreat could look like. On a whim, I was able to find this beautiful lodge set up in the mountains of Stowe. It's quite isolated and truly felt like a retreat, a place where you would go to disconnect and be away from your normal day to day. It just felt like a space to reset. I wanted it to be something that was really geared towards resetting the nervous system. One thing that I've never quite talked about or shared is throughout those years of getting the store up and running, dealing with the recovery of postpartum and having children, financial stress and closing the store took such a toll on me. More physically than anything, mentally, I always had this ability to just push through and put your head down. I always thought that I could work my way out of whatever scenario I was in. I would stay up till 1 in the morning. I would keep working. It really got me in a lot of trouble. My body eventually ended up telling me that I couldn't do that anymore. Physically, it was shutting down on me from chronic pain, hip pain, joint pain, all the way up from my ankles to my neck. I would suffer from quite debilitating pain. Oftentimes, it would force me to be bedridden or allow me to not even stand up straight. I lived that way for many years. It wasn't until 3 years ago that I decided I couldn't do that anymore. I was approaching 40. I had two children and I had to take my health seriously. I could no longer prioritize my business at the expense of everything and everyone around me. I had definitely let work become my identity and it was my addiction. For me, it's been a series of tools and learnings that have helped me manage my day to day with a better sense of clarity and prioritization and focus on myself. In thinking about the activities I want the retreat to offer, first and foremost, I want it to be a time for you. I want the people that attend to understand that this is their time, that it's time for them to explore things that feel exciting to them, things that might feel a little bit scary or new. And at the same time, it's time to rest. It's a time to step away, be in a place that feels unfamiliar, but at the same time comfortable and inviting, to be in the presence of people that are also seeking something similar. In pretty much every retreat I've done, over 10, I leave feeling like I have a new group of friends and people that have opened my eyes to either ideas, connections. There's an element of the community of people that are often in retreats that creates a sense of camaraderie that feels very easy. I think people that are interested in experiences like that, when you come together, you find that there's a very easy, unspoken relevancy between you that makes the ability to just be yourself and be comfortable in a setting with new people that you can't really do in your day to day. As a very introverted person, being on a retreat, when I go, I'm alone. I go with a sense of curiosity and an invitation to meet new people and to feel like I can be myself without having my guards up or feeling fear of judgment. The retreat itself will be held in the Sterling Lodge, which is a magical little place set up in the mountains of Stowe. The property has everything you need. The retreat is Martin Luther King weekend, January 2026, Thursday to Sunday. You really could just stay there the whole 4 days and not leave, although Stowe has so much to offer on its own. The retreat will be a little winter wonderland. That's what I'm hoping. There's beautiful accommodations, a series of rooms have either double occupancy or single occupancy with private bathrooms. There's a yoga studio with beautiful mountain views. The space has a craft room and lots of different like nooks, fireplaces, and cute little places where you can cozy up with a book, a journal. There'll definitely be knitting classes, knitting circles, different ways to spin off and do your own thing, take some time for yourself, as well as starting and ending the day with movement, mindfulness, breathwork practices. You could see lots of different ways to make it your own, as well as put a list of activities together for you to explore new tools and new activities that make you feel present, make you feel in a place where you're disconnected from whatever noise might be chirping, whether it be your phone, your work, friends, family, whatever is happening in your world. This is meant to be a time for you to come and do the inner work to figure out what's important and most aligned with you. I feel like this retreat is perfect for moms or those that are always taking care of others. This retreat is meant to be a time for you to show up for yourself and to do something that allows you to tap into your own sense of creativity, to get more familiar with movement and practices that can challenge as well as comfort your body. All of those are different things that will be explored throughout this 4-day experience. My hope is that at the end of the retreat, you're walking away with a sense of calm and a sense of knowing about yourself. Especially coming out of the holiday season and in the new year, there's always this pressure to feel like you need to start fresh, to have a New Year's resolution, or to think about what you have to change. One thing that I've been doing over the years, and especially as I've approached this next chapter of my life, it's more about what I'm adding in instead of what I'm taking away. It's what supports and nurtures my brain or my body. It's less about feeling like I constantly need to be in contraction, or I need to be without, or that I'm not worthy of certain things or certain experiences because I don't have whatever it is that I'm seeking. Going into it with an abundant mindset that it's about adding in practices that feel good, learning ways that you can better support yourself through the way you're eating or the way you're moving or the way you're breathing. So it's more about an awareness and a curiosity to better support yourself going into the new year.